back to my channel, short and sweet. Today I'm going to be going ahead and discussing a topic that I feel is really important to everybody right now, or at least has crossed your mind. And I went ahead and did a poll this week on my Instagram about what you guys wanted to see next, and this is the one that was most voted for. So let's get started. This is Sammy. He is my big baby, and he's gonna be a part of the vlog today, so don't mind him, he's just gonna be hanging out here. Today I'm gonna be breaking down how to avoid weight gain during this quarantine, and I decided to break it down into a couple of steps just to make it easy to follow with and give you guys some ideas. I hope that this can help you stay on track, get back on track, or get motivated to, you know, not just to let yourself go or to forget about your goals or even your health. So at first, I know with so many things going on, the grocery stores were pretty empty, and I even found it hard to find my typical, you know, things that I eat. I kind of eat the same things pretty much whenever I go grocery shopping, and it was like all empty everywhere. But I think now, at least here in Vegas where I'm at, things have gotten a little bit better and they've regulated, you know, how many things people can buy and all that. First thing I want everybody to think about is what food you're keeping in the house. That one is really important because obviously that's where it all starts. If you have, you know, unhealthy options or things that are not really the best for you right now in your house, then you're already failing from the beginning. Take a look at your fridge, take a look at your pantry, and see, is there healthy options for me? Is there quick, good snacks, or is it everything unhealthy, packaged, frozen? Next thing that we need to think about is, are you meal prepping? Are you keeping track of what you're eating? Because like, I've still been going to work during this time, so I'm not stuck at home all day during the week. Meal prepping is something that I was doing prior to this going on, so I decided, I wasn't doing it at first, but then I decided, I was like, no, I need to meal prep, because if I have my meals ready, then I'm just that much more likely to go ahead and eat those meals. Just cook healthy, wholesome, balanced meals at home. That goes a long way. What I do on Sundays is I go ahead and cook all my rice, my veggies, my chicken, whatever I'm eating for the week, and I have it meal prepped. That way I don't kind of go off the path. I'm trying to keep myself as much as possible on the path. And when I open the fridge, it's like I could eat this, or I already have my meals made, basically. So I would say, if you don't meal prep, consider it. And if you do meal prep and you haven't been doing it, then, you know, depending on where you're at and how your grocery stores are looking and everything, I would say go ahead and do it. Even if you do it for 2-3 days out only, not like the whole week, like how I do it for work, I would say definitely do that. I use the MyFitnessPal app, as well as like a journal, depending on, you know, which one I want to use for the day. And I'll just put breakfast, protein shake or smoothie, lunch, my meal prep food. Just seeing it written down can really help. Again, just reinforce that, like, hey, I am gonna take care of myself. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm gonna make sure that I'm eating the food that I cooked, or that I'm at least making healthy choices. And it doesn't happen overnight, especially if you've been having a really hard time mentally, emotionally, or, you know, issues right now with everything that's going on. Then it's not easy. I'm not saying that this is easy, I'm just saying that it's possible. Emotional eating. I feel like as a girl, if you feel me, then you definitely do emotional eating at least once a month, that special time of the month. I definitely do. As much as I try, I always crave pizza, bread, pasta, donuts, all that stuff. But now I feel like emotional eating is definitely something that a lot of people are doing kind of 24/7, especially if you are one of the people that has been staying at home and you just get bored. You get bored, maybe you're sad. It's not something you can just turn off or avoid, but you can be aware of it and help yourself out by, again, back to the first thing, having healthy options in the house. Because if you go downstairs and you have yogurt versus donuts, or your food's already ready, or you planned out snacks, or you have oatmeal, or you have a smoothie or a protein or something, then snacking doesn't become that bad and then you don't feel terrible. But if you go downstairs and you eat a whole tub of ice cream all the time, every day, 7 days a week, that's like a surplus of calories, and it's gonna be really bad for you, and you're not gonna feel good, because what we eat is obviously our fuel. I'm sure you guys know this. So if you're eating all that food that's not good for you, you're not gonna feel so great either, and you're gonna be lazy or sleepy, and there's already not a lot to do or anywhere to go. Just recognize, like, you have to stop. And I have to do this still all the time. Like, am I eating because I'm really hungry? Or am I eating because there's a snack there? Do I really need that? Next thing on how to avoid weight gain during this quarantine is establish a routine that you know you can stick to. I don't go all crazy trying to be like The Rock and be like an overachiever. So just establish something you know you can stick to and that's realistic during this time. So before this quarantine, I was waking up to go to the gym at 4 a.m. and I would work out, and then I would go to work. I'd come home, do what I had to do, maybe go out, hang out. So I had like a set routine. And then during this quarantine, obviously they closed the gym, so that threw me off a lot. I had no weights at home. I haven't done home workouts since I was like 15. It's been a minute, and I just was lost on how to find a new normal within all of this. Eventually I was like, enough is enough. I have resistance bands, I have a Bosu ball, however you say it, and I was able to find 10-pound dumbbells on OfferUp. Started doing home workouts. I decided to do my 4 a.m. workouts. So right now my routine is like this. I wake up at 4, I work out, I shower, I go to work, I come home, eat something, walk the dogs, depending if it's hot. It's getting hotter right now here. Just have like a checklist again of things that I have to do, things that are positive and things that are gonna get me moving. Depending on where you are, go for a walk in your neighborhood, do a quick workout in your garage. Like on my channel, if you look through my other videos, you can see I have a good amount of ideas for home workouts of what I've been doing, as well as on my Instagram. But I mean, I've been so inspired by so many people that have really pushed the limits. Like they work out with their couch, or they work out with a chair, or like a laundry soap bottle or a gallon of water. So there's options. You can't say that there's no options to stay active, because that's the biggest thing. If you were somebody who was active before, you might not find it as hard to find new ways to stay active. But if you were someone who wasn't really active and now you find yourself at home with all this food and it's not the good food, then you're kind of like in a bit of a pickle. So I would say establish an active routine is really important. Something, even if it's 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes every other day, something to get your heart rate up, jumping jacks. There's a lot of great ideas online, like I've said. So make sure that you're staying active, because we can't just sit on the couch for however long until we get back to what normal used to be. Like that could take a long time. I don't know how long that's gonna take. I don't know how they're gonna manage opening gyms again. Pretend, which is kind of what I've had to do, like this is the new normal. New normal is doing home workouts, running with the dogs, and being home. So how are you gonna make the best of this time? That's important. Try and find the silver lining and the positivity in it. I hope these things are helping you guys and giving you guys ideas on how to avoid the weight gain, because the struggle is real. I get it, but it's not impossible. Don't be discouraged. Don't put yourself down. With that, I want to lead into something else. So you see these supplements here. This is what I take. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm sponsored with EHP Labs, and I've been taking their supplements for over 4 years. And the one I really want to talk about is their fat burner, just really quickly. It's OxyShred. I've been taking it for 4 years. If you are active and you are doing home workouts and you're eating good and all that stuff, I would recommend getting a fat burner. Even if you don't typically work out, but you are doing home workouts and staying active, get a fat burner, just because like if there's any time you needed one, it's right now. Like you need the extra help. I love their fat burner. Like I said, I've been using it for a while, and it definitely gives me that extra push during my workouts and for my metabolism and my energy. Another supplement that I've kept taking during this quarantine is my Blessed Protein. It's vegan, so I love plant-based protein. I'm not like plant-based, but I try to incorporate a lot of plant-based things into my diet because I love it so much. And yeah, that's one that I love. So why am I mentioning my supplements? I'm mentioning my supplements because one thing, like all these things, they tie in together if you really see. If you have good food in the house, right? And then if you meal prep, you're gonna eat that. And if you're writing down what you're eating, you're reinforcing that positive mentality to stay on track and just see what you're really, putting into your system. And then if you establish an active routine, so you're pushing yourself to stay on track and make sure you're finding daily activity during the day. I must be really boring him because he's snoring. Why are you snoring in my vlog? Everybody can hear you. And then you realize when you're emotionally eating versus when you're bored, when you're actually hungry. So that goes together. And then with the whole routine thing, if you keep taking your supplements, if you were taking them before, at first I was kind of hesitant. I was like, well, I'm not lifting heavy. Should I really be taking my supplements? But no, like home workouts are intense. If you've done a home workout, you know what I'm talking about. You're breaking a sweat. Like, it's ridiculous. You reach a new level of intensity. And staying on my supplements just makes me feel like, hey, I can't waste these supplements. Like, these are effective. I can't take these supplements and then go eat really bad or not do anything. I have to take them and do what I said I was gonna do, what I wrote down, my routine. So that's why I recommend taking supplements. This Blessed Protein can be used as a meal replacement. So that's also good if you don't want to have like a big breakfast or you're still working. Just take your protein to go. Lastly, on how to avoid weight gain during this quarantine is to cut yourself a break. I know that may not go with everything else that I said. I'm gonna be 24 this month in May, and I never thought that I would experience something like this, like worldwide lockdown due to a pandemic. Like, it's things you see in movies. It's something we probably should have been expecting or been more prepared for, but I never thought I would see this in my lifetime. It's been hard emotionally, to say the least. It's been hard mentally, physically. Again, if you guys follow me, I'm very active in the gym, and gym is life, and lifting weights, and just I miss seeing everybody at the gym. I miss waking up, driving to the gym, checking in. I miss all of those tiny things, having the big weights and my feet not sliding on the carpet all the time, like all these tiny things. Being able to go out and do things, to say the least. At least I get to still go to work, thank God. But it's been hard. And some days I do eat the donut and I eat the pizza, and like today I made lasagna. It's all part of my routine though. Like before this, I would have my cheat days or days where we go out to eat. Like I've ate Chick-fil-A, I've ate pizza, from out. I've had In-N-Out, just these foods that I like, but it's not an everyday thing. Maybe sometimes it's not even a weekly thing. I still am trying to keep my head where it was at before this as much as possible. Also, don't be so hard on yourself, because we are stuck at home. We're secluded from our friends. Plans have been canceled. Birthdays have, been postponed or not celebrated. And it's tough. It's not easy. And even though some things are supposed to start opening still, I'm not sure how much closer we are to getting back to what was normal. So roll with it, make the best of it, and just know that it's possible. You don't want to come out of this like 10 pounds heavier when you could have avoided it the whole time, especially when it's not part of your plan. Be going backwards versus forward. So maybe right now I can't lift heavy like I was, and I was like on a program and I had these goals for my birthday this month, but I can still make the best of it. I can still, most importantly, stay healthy. Staying healthy versus being fit, being buff, being cut, all that stuff, like that's a whole other thing. What I'm talking about is just staying physically and mentally sound and doing things that are good for you, and just avoiding that extra weight that you don't need. I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys got some good ideas and implement these things. If any of you need any help with any of this, feel free to leave a comment below and I will be happy to help you or be your accountability partner or give you more ideas or share my meal prep with you. So whatever help you guys need, that's what I'm here for. I really appreciate all of my followers, all my subscribers, everybody that voted for this video. I hope I didn't disappoint. I'm happy to be vlogging. I, was struggling with, again, like establishing a good routine. I kind of felt like everything just fell apart for a little bit there, but we all have our days and it's okay to not feel okay sometimes. Just don't stay there. And what else do we want to say, Sam? He's just sleeping. You can't even see him, but he's right here. Also, since I'm actually talking in this video and I don't do that in some of my other ones, I hope you guys have been enjoying my morning workouts. Like I said, I work out at 4 a.m. and everybody else in the house is sleeping, so I can't be like, yelling or talking loud. I work out here in the upstairs room. That's why I don't talk, but I try and make my videos pretty self-explanatory and show really what I'm doing. So I hope you guys like them. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you're not already, and leave me a comment about what you think on my ways of not gaining weight during this quarantine. It's been working for me, but I'd love to hear from you guys and see if you guys are doing anything else that, I'm not doing or something that's better, or you guys have other ideas as well. So we are gonna say goodbye. I wanted you guys to see him. Sam, come here. Sammy. Here he is, my handsome man. Say bye. Okay, happy quarantine. I hope that you guys are doing great and finding silver linings. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Peace out.